You might take a standard turmeric supplement every single day for an entire month and feel absolutely no different at all. Human biology acts as a filter. Your gut and liver rapidly metabolize and destroy raw, unformulated curcumin, often before it can ever reach the bloodstream. Buying the cheapest bottle at the grocery store saves money up front, but you are effectively paying for zero clinical benefit if the compound is destroyed upon ingestion. To bypass this roadblock, you need advanced bioavailability technologies. Standard curcumin's baseline absorption remains near zero. Engineered into liposomal or nanoparticle formulations, absorption spikes 10 to 30 times higher. While both solve the absorption problem, they travel diverging biological pathways to reach distinct targets. In the medical literature, best is a relative term. The ideal formulation is defined by the specific tissue you need to reach. We will analyze 3 primary targets: cognitive health, chronic joint pain, and metabolic syndrome. Purchasing the most expensive supplement on the market is useless if its specific delivery mechanism is mismatched to your biological goal. True success requires moving past generic marketing and precisely matching the formulation technology to your exact physical target. For targeting musculoskeletal issues like osteoarthritis, the primary tools are nanoparticle and phytosome formulations, often sold as Meriva or Curcumin. These specialized formulations are engineered to rapidly flood the system, creating a massive spike in systemic blood plasma levels. This high systemic availability ensures the curcumin successfully reaches inflamed peripheral tissues and joints. Once present in the joints, it inhibits inflammatory enzymes like COX-2 and IL-6 to relieve osteoarthritis pain and stiffness. At roughly 40 to 80 cents per gram, this is a cost-effective method for managing chronic peripheral pain. However, nanoparticles have a strict biological limitation. They cannot easily cross the restrictive blood-brain barrier. They are a powerful choice for systemic joint pain, but deploying them for cognitive benefits is a biological dead end. Cognitive health requires a different approach. Liposomal formulations are the necessary upgrade for targeting the central nervous system. A liposome encases the curcumin inside a lipid bilayer, a fat-based shell that protects the payload. This lipid casing shares the same structure as human cell membranes, facilitating transport to areas that are typically restricted. This mimicry is essential for reaching the brain. Nanoparticles are repelled by the lipid-rich blood-brain barrier, but liposomes merge with the barrier and release their payload on the other side. This allows for the targeted defense of brain tissues against neuroinflammation and cognitive decline. The trade-offs include a higher price point, up to $1 per gram, and significantly weaker clinical data for treating peripheral joint relief. Liposomal curcumin is a specialized tool for neuroprotection. Using it for a bad knee is an inefficient and expensive choice. Our third target is metabolic health, specifically the management of cholesterol and triglycerides. When targeting blood lipids, the bottleneck isn't the specific formulation technology, but the administration protocol. To see a measurable metabolic shift, the baseline protocol requires a daily dose exceeding 300 milligrams of bioavailable curcumin. This graph plots lipid levels over a 12-week protocol. Stopping at 4 weeks yields 0 changes in blood lipids. The line remains completely flat. But pushing past the 8-week mark triggers significant reductions in triglycerides and LDL, alongside increases in protective HDL. For metabolic health, duration is the primary variable. Starting a protocol without the intent to sustain it for 2 months renders the effort wasted. To get results, you must treat curcumin as a targeted tool rather than a generic supplement. Success begins by defining your primary biological target. For osteoarthritis or joint inflammation, use nanoparticle forms for systemic relief. For neuroprotection, liposomal formulations are required to breach the brain's gates. To manage lipids, prioritize duration. Commit to high doses for over 2 months. No single formulation optimally covers every health goal, which makes prioritization mandatory. Aligning the specific formulation mechanics with your physical health goals replaces generic marketing claims with an evidence-based approach to clinical data.